it's ZapdosTCG here and welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. On this channel you get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming uploads. As we are well on our way for hitting 60,000 subscribers very quickly, by the way, way quicker than I imagined, so I'm sort of in a YouTube algorithm snowball effect currently, which is awesome. So every single person that are watching the daily content, you guys are totally awesome. Today we're going to be talking about 5 cards that I personally feel are underrated from, of course, the Twilight Masquerade set. Twilight Masquerade actually comes out in 2 weeks time, and on the 24th of May, we have the cards. And then 2 weeks after that, there's going to be NAIC, and these cards are going to be legal. And they're going to be fantastic to see all of these fantastic new cards in action in the competitive scene. And of course, pre-releases already start this weekend. And I want to be talking about 5 cards I personally feel are really underrated. You sometimes see them popping up in decks, and we didn't even expect them to be any good. So, with that being said, hopefully you guys will enjoy the content today. If you guys are enjoying content like this, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out a lot. It only requires 1 tiny second of your time. And also be sure to check out our sponsors that make the videos possible. DragonShield.com for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. You can get 5% off using the coupon ZapdosTCG5. There's YourPlaymat.com to create your own unique custom playmat. PotownStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs. You can use the coupon ZapdosTCG for 5% off. And CARDMARKET.com if you're a European player, so you can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. You can use the referral name ZapdosTCG to help support the channel. With that being said, on the number 5, for the underrated, these are actually not ordered in any specific way or or order for that matter, because we're just going to be talking about 5 cards that I personally feel are underrated when I first looked at the Twilight Masquerade set. And that's going to be number 5 here. We have Munkidori with the Adrenaline Power. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has any darkness energy attached to it, you may move up to 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Its attack is very bad, but the cool thing is, this is a basic Pokemon, and if you play any sort of darkness type energy in your lists, you just have to think about Munkidori here. Sometimes we do see this card even popping up in decks like Gardevoir EX, for example, because Gardevoir EX with the Psychic Embrace can put damage counters on yourself, and then if you attach a darkness energy onto Munkidori of the turn, you can actually just put those 3 damage counters that you put damage on because of the acceleration of Psychic Embrace. You can lower the opponent's HP down, and then you can also give a huge smack with something like a Drifloon. So very great inclusion there. I also saw of some of these popping up in other decks that are playing darkness type energies, for instance the Ancient Box sometimes, and also some of these Charizard lists also are trying this out, because Charizard EX is a huge HP Pokemon, doesn't go down quite easily, and if you get damaged you can use this Munkidori to play around with those damage counters. So very underrated and unique card that might see its way in top decks around the globe at one point. So very happy to see cards like this being printed. At first I overlooked a card like this, but now giving credit where credit is due here with Munkidori. Another card here that I overlooked here is Carmine or Carmine or whatever you want to be pronouncing this supporter. This is really something special, right? Because if you go first, you may also play this card on your first turn. So during your discard your hand and draw 5 cards. So this is actually pretty good for something like a Lugia deck. Lugia always wants to be going first regardless, so sometimes you do already have a couple of Archeops in your hand. You can then simply go Lumineon, Carmine, and off you go, and that's going to be fantastic to, of course, get yourself already established for a turn 2 summoning star for 2 Archeops. So this card, searchable with Lumineon, and you can play it on your first turn going first. What's there not to love about this card? Initially I overlooked this card, like why would you play this over other supporters that you can play when going a second, but this can just be very crucial on your very first turn, because sometimes a Lugia player can get Ionoed on the first turn, and then sometimes they cannot find their puzzle pieces to discard. You might also think, why should I play this over Squawkabilly EX? Because Squawkabilly EX actually does the same thing on the first turn, but the problem with that is that with the Squawkabilly, you have a liability on your bench. As with this, it is also searchable with things like Lumineon. So I really like the Carmine and the Lugia decks, and most of them are playing 2 or even 3 copies of this card, so it does seem very powerful for sure. And that's why I think it was underrated at first. Next up is the Wellspring Ogerpon EX. Again, this card has some potential because of the Torrential Pump. You can actually slap 100 damage, and then you may shuffle 3 energies to this Pokemon into the deck. And then if you do, this attack does 120 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So very crazy snipe potential. 100 to the active, 120 to one of the bench Pokemon as well. And that only for a water and 2 colorless energies. And the cool thing is, this is being splashed into Lugia deck because of legacy energy. But I never in my wildest dreams could have imagined that most of the Lugia list will be playing this. Just because you can have sniping capabilities again, like back in the days of amazing rare Raikou in the Silver Tempest Lugia days. Now you still have access to sniping again. Now, like most of the decks, when they see Lugia, they're not instantly thinking about, oh, I need to slap down Manaphy, but this card is making sure stuff like that needs to happen, otherwise they get swooped away with the Torrential Pump. And also the cool thing I love about this is that you shuffle the energies back into the deck, meaning that you are not going to run out of energies. Another cool thing about this is that you can use this Sup. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat, and if you put a double Turbo Energy onto it, you can do the same thing as a Mawile. So pretty much this card has multiple uses in something like a Lugia deck because of the Sup, to be able to win against specific matchups because of that attack, and Torrential Pump being able to snipe. So a very great card, not only for Lugia, but some decks might even want to test this out as well. For instance, you could also play this in a chien-pao, even though Radiant Greninja does pretty much the same thing, but this actually slaps more damage, like the 120 snipe could even get rid of stuff like B-Barrel. So I think this card was underrated at first, but now deserves its mentioning here in this video. Moving forward is Morpeko. This Morpeko is kind of interesting. Snack Surge. Once during your turn, you may look at the top card of your deck. Then you may discard it. So you can just take a little sneak peek and you see like, oh, this is an energy card. I'll lay it back on top of the deck, and then you can just use Electric Generator, and you know you're gonna hit at least 1 energy because Morpeko helps out with that. So I've seen a couple of Miraidon lists playing 1 copy of the Morpeko in here. And also it comes back here, attached up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like. Could also be used definitely with the rotation of something like the Flaffy. You can also use that to get energies back on your Pokemon. That actually is, sometimes you Iono, use this Morpeko to power yourself back up again until you're ready to strike. So I think this is going to be an interesting card for sure. Looking at the top card of the deck is super crazy for sure, because it allows you to do some wacky combos here and there. Oh, I can use Snack Search. Oh, it is an item card. I'll lay it back on top of the deck. Use Pokestop, for instance. There's a lot of things that could happen with the interaction of this Morpeko, and that's why I put it here on the underrated cards list for, of course, Twilight Masquerade. And then the final one is an A-Spec card. You might think, why is an A-Spec card on an underrated list? Because, yeah, the reason why I've put it on here is that most people said, like, I wouldn't play this because we have way better options. Think about Prime Catcher A-Spec card, Unfair Stamp A-Spec card, Maximum Belt A-Spec card. These are Legacy Energy A-Spec card. These are, like, really powerful ones. Why would I ever play this? And the reason why I put it on the underrated is that this actually was used in the second place Gardevoir list that actually did really well in Sapporo's Champions League over in Japan. So, and I also see a way we can push maybe something like a Goldango deck back at the top tables, because getting 3 stage 1s instantly will definitely indicate coin bonus, coin bonus, coin bonus. You see where we're going with this? Even like you can get a lot of stuff going with the Hyper Aroma here, and not only in Gardevoir but also in Goldango. And I hope we see more of these cards. Currently it's on my underrated list, but people might just try this out, because now we have a plethora of A-Spec cards that are actually really good. So we have to make choices ourselves, and it's a one-off in your entire deck. So I love the way that A-Specs are back in the format, and for me, personally, this is one of the underrated A-Specs, from all of them. So if you enjoyed the video, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Also, be sure to let me know what you personally feel are underrated cards from Twilight Masquerade. Let's get a discussion started right now. Of course, comments are down below. Be sure to let me know which card you personally feel does also belong in a list like this. With that being said, be sure to, of course, check out the sponsors if you're looking for some goodies. Sleeves, binders, deck box with Dragon Shield, custom playmats with your playmat, TCG Live code cards with Potown Store, and everything you might need for European players. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe with CARDMARKET.com. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more Pokemon TCG madness. Thanks for watching. Peace.